In the heart of a bustling city, inside an old clock shop, stood a grand, antique clock. Known as the Eternal Keeper, this clock had been ticking for centuries. Its intricate golden gears and elegantly carved wooden frame made it a masterpiece admired by all who visited. Despite its beauty, most people overlooked its deeper purpose, to silently teach the value of every passing second. The clock hung on the wall of the shop owned by an elderly craftsman named Mr. Arjun. He was a kind man, respected for his ability to repair timepieces of all kinds. Arjun often spoke of the clock's wisdom, but few listened beyond admiring its design. One chilly evening, as the shop was about to close, a young boy named Rohan stumbled inside. He was a school dropout, frustrated with life and overwhelmed by his failures. Rohan's life felt like a chaotic blur, time slipping away without meaning. "Excuse me, sir," Rohan said hesitantly. "I need help fixing my watch. It's been broken for months." Arjun smiled and gestured for him to come closer. As Rohan handed over the watch, Arjun noticed the boy's downcast eyes and weary expression. "Young man," Arjun began gently, "your watch isn't the only thing that needs fixing. Sit down, I want to show you something." Curious, Rohan followed Arjun to the Eternal Keeper. The old man pointed to the clock, its hands moving steadily, marking every second with a soft, rhythmic tick. "This clock," Arjun said, "has been ticking for over 200 years. It has seen generations come and go, people succeed and fail, laugh and cry, yet it has never stopped. Do you know why?" Rohan shook his head. "Because it understands the value of every second," Arjun replied. "Each tick carries a lesson. Let me tell you its story." Centuries ago, the Eternal Keeper belonged to a king who ruled a vast and prosperous kingdom. The king, though wise and just, was a procrastinator. He often delayed important decisions, believing there was always more time. One day, the kingdom faced a grave threat. A neighboring ruler declared war. The king, confident that he could negotiate peace, delayed assembling his army. His advisors pleaded with him, warning that time was running out, but the king waved them off. As days turned into weeks, the enemy army advanced. By the time the king realized the urgency, it was too late. His kingdom was overrun, his people displaced, and his throne lost. Standing amidst the ruins, the king gazed at the clock in his palace, its steady ticking mocking his inaction. The king vowed never to underestimate time again. He carried the clock with him, using its relentless ticking as a reminder to act decisively. The clock became a symbol of redemption, teaching him and his people that every second mattered. Rohan listened intently as Arjun finished the story. The shop was silent except for the clock's rhythmic ticking. "You see, Rohan," Arjun said, "time waits for no one. Every second is an opportunity, lost or seized. What you choose to do with it shapes your future." "But what if I've already wasted too much time?" Rohan asked, his voice heavy with regret. Arjun placed a reassuring hand on the boy's shoulder. "The beauty of time is that it's always moving forward. What matters is what you do from this moment on. Even the smallest action taken now can set the course for great change." Inspired by the story, Rohan decided to take control of his life. He enrolled in a vocational training program, determined to learn new skills and build a better future. Every day he reminded himself of the Eternal Keeper's lesson, making the most of every moment. Years later, Rohan returned to the clock shop, no longer the lost boy he once was. He had become a successful entrepreneur, running a business that empowered underprivileged youth to find purpose and direction. As he stood before the Eternal Keeper, now slightly older but still ticking with the same steady rhythm, Rohan smiled. He turned to Arjun, now retired but still full of wisdom, and said, "Thank you for teaching me the value of every second. It changed my life." Arjun nodded, his eyes glistening with pride. Remember, Rohan, time is the one gift we all receive equally. It's how we use it that defines us. The Eternal Keeper continued its silent work, ticking away seconds that carried infinite potential. To all who entered the shop, it offered the same unspoken lesson. Time is life's most precious resource, and every second counts. This story is a reminder that time is fleeting but powerful. It encourages viewers of all ages to embrace the present, act with purpose, and cherish every moment as an opportunity for growth and change. Let me know if you'd like any refinements.